that better? So it's another day. In fact, today is Andy and mine's 9-year anniversary. Where does the time go? Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. That's just an incidental thing to you. Today I need to get ready for a market. Another one! Yeah. I was looking at my stock. So I've got to get my stock ready. As you know, if you're a watcher of these videos before, you'll know the drill by now. I need to get my stock ready. I've got a few new cards, so I need to make sure I've put those in my stock box. Let me just put something there to shield the light. It's so bright. I don't know if my shiny iPad's doing the trick. Anyway, so yeah, you know I need to sort my stock out. But I also would like to make some display items. So if you watched last week's video, you will know, and I'll pop a little image here to show you, I made a game for the Sheffield cat shelter featuring our Dave. This my boy. So this is my children's book that I wrote all about my boy Dave. Bing! My love, my pal, my absolute best friend. He died in September. Oh, a whole year ago. A whole year ago. It's coming up to almost a whole year. A whole year without him. And not a day goes by where I don't think about him, honestly. Anyway, I wrote this book all about his life from the cat shelter looking for his new home. So, the cat shelter asked me to do, because they sell the book, they asked me to do a target game for their 125th birthday. And when I was doing that, I thought that's a really good idea for display items. So I've got these bits of old photo frames that were just knocking around. Oh. So the back of that is the test we used from the last video, because I tested the varnish on there to make sure the paints wouldn't smudge. But I've got one like this and one a little bit bigger, and I was thinking I could do some kind of display stand. So I could have the sample there that people could look at. I could have a picture of Dave looking over it, and at the top it could be our Dave, a rhyming children's picture book, and something similar for the calendar. But I was thinking instead of using Dave's face, I could use Rolly's face and make a big sign for the calendar so people know that the calendars are here and the books are there. And as I mentioned in last week's video, I'm going to mention it again because some of you may not have been here for last week's video. If you didn't, I'll pop a link here. It's a very good video. Or here, but it's probably here. Dave and Rolly actually feature in the calendar as well. So there's Rolly's for March, because we thought March was his birthday, but it turns out it's in February. So there's Rolly's. So that's the colours that I'd use on his little advert. And then this is Dave's, because we got Dave in December, so that's his gotcha day, that's his birthday, as far as we're concerned. So they're the colours we'll use for him, the dark blue. But yeah, I also need to get my stock ready today. So what I think I'll do, I think I'll prime these boards, and while that's drying, we'll get on having a look at all the boxes, making sure that there's enough stock. This week's market is Nether Edge Autumn Market. So Nether Edge do 4 markets a year, so winter, spring, summer, autumn. Never usually can do the autumn market because I need 2 people to help. I need an additional person to help set my marquee up because it's a 2-person job. So I need to wait till Andy's here, and Andy's usually away with his family when the market's on. But this year is different, so I'm excited. I've never done an autumn Nether Edge market. The last Nether Edge market I did was last Christmas, I think. Yeah, last Christmas, because I couldn't do the spring one. And that market was the day before we got Rolly. Lots of nice memories associated to this market. So yes, paint, let's get that. actually all of my new cards were in there. So past Emma, well done. The layer of white still isn't dry. So what to do? What to do apart from go down and have a cup of tea? I love working for myself. It's raining. I'm going to call that a day. Today, I think I might go and get a yellow pen because yellow and pink are my brand colours. So yeah, I might get a yellow pen and do behind Rolly yellow. So it's like a nice contrasting colour. But yeah, look at that. I'm going to close that window. I'm glad I brought my washing in. And I'm going to go and make some dinner ready for Andy to come in. Here's the boy. Hey, look at the rain. Look at it. I know. Shall we go downstairs? Huh? Shall we go downstairs? What do you think? What do you think? He's a good boy. Yes, he is a good boy. He's a good boy. Come on then, let's go. I'm not entirely sure how, but I got rain on my desk. I think it bounced back in. It's definitely calling it a day. Let's go out. I've got some money from a job that I was paid for. So I can now afford the IKEA clothes rail that I'm going to use at the market to display some of my tea mill things like my bags and my t-shirts. So I need to go to IKEA for that. And while I'm there, I'm going to go and get a yellow Posca pen just to finish off the rolly picture that I started before. And then we'll carry on because it's, well, I don't even know what day it is anymore, but it's like a day or two until the market. I'm so organised. So organised. Let's go. Bye, Rody. I love you. My car's parked on the other street. Don't tell Andy, but I quite like IKEA. you. Say good night. Good night. Morning. So just had breakfast. We've got quite a lot to do today, including packing up the van, and we've got to do some other life admin things. I need to check out that clothes rail, make sure that's all there. But first, it's biscuit o'clock. Can't miss the most important meal of the day. Good boy. About 5:30 p.m. and we are just about to get the van packed up. But before that, you see those things over there? I need to make a stand. I've got some hinges and I've got these pieces of wood, and I am going to hot glue the hinges to the wood. Fingers crossed that'll work. I just can't be bothered finding screws. The wood's not big enough on those bits to use screws anyway, so it will have to be hot glue on those sides. But temporarily, at least, I'm going to get the hot glue gun on these hinges and let's make a stand. So we're on our way to the market. It's a very misty morning, which is nice to see. Feels a bit more like autumn. So, a bit of a drama. We turned up today, and if you see that space there, that was meant to be ours, but someone's parked right in my space. But luckily, the lovely people at the Nether Edge group had an extra space, and they gave me that one. So, winner. That was a really fun market at Nether Edge. It was the first time that I've ever done a September market with them. I normally do the Christmas one, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know whether it would be quiet because people might be saving up money for Christmas. I didn't know, but it was quite busy and really successful. And these signs here, real talking point. It got people realising that I sell calendars, and it got people realising that I sell the Our Dave children's book. There was one woman who came up and was like, "Oh, Our Dave," and looked at his photograph and was like, "I recognise this cat." And we had a little chat, and it ends up that their mum lives on our street and is very familiar with Dave. Used to see him all the time. But I'm going to leave this video here. If you enjoyed the market videos and you want more tips and tricks about how to set up your own market stall, best practices from me, who's done a few markets now, things that I would recommend, I have got 2 videos on those. I will link them in the description, and if you're watching this on a desktop or an iPad, I'll pop a thing should come up here somewhere with one of those videos on, and you should definitely go and watch it. go and give it a like and give it a subscribe, because when you do that, when you watch them, like them and subscribe them, you help me reach new audiences, because it helps me to beat the YouTube algorithm, so I can meet lovely new people just like you, but they don't know that I exist. So yeah, thanks for doing that. But I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to start next week's video, and I will see you next week. See ya!